Today's Minisode features yet another new guest speaker, Ichiron47. Notable in the DOA community as a competitive Mila specialist in both Dead or Alive 5 and 6, he can always be seen sweeping his way through his foes, both figuratively and literally, with his unorthodox playstyle. He also mains Oscar Kazama in the Tekken series, and in Dragon Ball Fighters, mains a team of Android 21, Trunks, and when he's not leveling up his game, he occasionally spends his time designing custom-made t-shirts, one of which I currently own and still wear to this very day. The usual plugs for Ichiron will be in the description when available. As for me, I'll be helping out Ichiron with this minisode after taking a short break in the last one. That being said, you know the rest. Are you attached to some DOA characters? Ever want to know the little things about them? Well, sit back, relax, and hold your peace, because we're about to step out of the danger zone and into some lighthearted trivia for challenges new and old in this offshoot series, Dead Live Trivia Explained.
Today's minisode focuses on the mixed martial arts miracle fighter, Mila. Please note that this trivia may not follow the story and lore directly. Living in the Big Apple that is New York City, Mila is a Spanish-American tomboy who's a part-time waitress, full-time ass-kicker, and an all-time fan of pro wrestler Bass Armstrong, making her debut in Dead or Alive 5, helping to breathe new life into the franchise once again. Possibly inspired by the rise in popularity of the UFC, Mila is notable for being the first character to implement mixed martial arts, or MMA, into a 3D fighting game, and according to the devs at Team Ninja, she is described as an aggressive MMA fighter who mixes quick, orthodox strikes with a strong ground game from her takedowns.
Mila's namesake is shortened from the Spanish word milagro, which means miracle. In Mexican folklore, milagros are also religious charms used for healing purposes, typically found in shrines, churches, cathedrals, and sometimes even street vendors. So in a way, you could say Mila is a good luck charm herself, with as many victories she accomplished worldwide as an MMA champion prior to the 5th Dead or Alive tournament. Thus the term, Miracle Fighter.
Although Team Ninja never confirms this, it can be speculated that Mila's part-time occupation as a waitress may have drawn inspiration from Hilary Swank's character, Maggie Fitzgerald, in the award-winning 2004 film, $1 Million Baby, who was also a waitress who aspired to be a competitive boxer.
Mila's default costume, particularly the insignia of a bee located on her black trunks with white trim, is a direct nod to heavyweight boxing champion Muhammad Ali, who is best known for the catchphrase, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. And no, the word inscribed on her top, Victoria, is not her real name. It translates to victory in English. Mila also inherits at least a few hand-me-down costumes from both Tina and Bass Armstrong, including Tina's original costumes for Dead or Alive 1 and Bass's biker outfit from Dead or Alive 5. Also, is it just me, but does Mila's theme sound like something I'd hear in Rocky 4?
Wouldn't be surprised, Mila has the heart of a champion.
I'm going to allow that.
Mila is the first playable Spanish character in the DOA series, but the second Spanish character to exist in the DOA series overall was one of Famed Douglas's mistresses, Isabella, technically being the first. She's also the first character in the series to implement color highlights to her hairstyle by default. However, her natural hair color has not yet been confirmed.
Speaking of confirmations, Mila has an interesting history as far as voice actresses go. Her sole Japanese voice actress is Ryoko Shiraishi, but she also has one credited and uncredited English voice actress, the former being Amber Connor for Dead or Alive 6 respectively. While it's a common belief that her voice actress in Dead or Alive 5 is Lauren Landa, who also voices Kasumi by the way, we'll treat it as unconfirmed until the facts are laid bare. For now, let's focus on the ones we know.
Ryoko Shiraishi, born on September 7, 1982, in the city of Kashiba from the Nara Prefecture of Japan, is a voice actress and singer affiliated with Aoni Productions, which at this point should be a recurring motive for most of DOA's Japanese voice actors. Shiraishi is especially talented at voicing both young boys and young girls in anime, but her claim to fame would come in 2004 with the debut of Oscar Kazama in Tekken 5, speaking with a very thick Osaka accent.
Aside from the popular Tekken character, Ryoko Shiraishi is known for her roles as Hayate Ayasaki in Hayate the Combat Butler, Kaede Nagase from the Dojima series, Schrödinger from Hellsing Ultimate, and Chip from Sonic Unleashed. As far as American TV shows go, she's also known for consistently playing the title role of Jimmy Neutron, and has dubbed every acting role with Miley Cyrus to date, including the Hannah Montana series and movie. Amber Connor is a voice actress who graduated from Ohio State University in Columbus, Ohio in the year 2000 with a degree in sociology and is an affiliate of Vox Incorporated. Little else is known about her beyond that though, but perhaps her best known roles aside from Mila are Faye from the Fire Emblem series, Lapicette from Tales of Assyria, and Mallow from Pokemon Map.
Awesmic, I know these fun facts about the actress is very exciting, but Mallow out. We're all talking about Mila.
You did not just say that.
You gonna let me talk about her gameplay?
Hey, you're the specialist.
Mila's fighting style utilizes a wide variety of strings that can cancel into and from backsteps and feints. During a feint, Mila can cancel into stuns, launchers, or a crouching offensive hold tackle, which also has a variety of throw combos in itself, including kicks, punches, and a submission hold. Also, a forward grab always guarantees a neutral kick as a follow-up.
Ah, everybody knows that stuff, man. What's the real dirt you got on her? And no, annoying your opponents with flow sweeps don't count.
You did not just say that.
You gonna talk about the real dirt?
Like you said, I'm the specialist. Flow sweeps don't count. Like, what the? In D-Way 6, the meter-based break system works greatly in Mila's favor, and the best part? All you need to do is land one fatal stun.
Why is one fatal stun so important for Mila?
As you know, a fatal stun is an unholdable stun, and there's only 3 ways out of it. Number 1, the attacker can reset the fatal stun by using a normal stun. Number 2, the stunned opponent can use a break blow at the cost of 2 stocks of meter. Number 3, the stunned opponent takes a dive. Now let's assume that Mila player doesn't want to reset the fatal stun. That puts the opponent in a 50-50 situation, easily. But it gets better. Even if the opponent decides to take a dive, the Mila player gets a free ground tackle to follow up with a combo throw. This is useful against opponents who can't quite get the timing down to escape the tackle. And what happens if the opponent doesn't want to take a dive?
Monster Jam! Knocked to the floor!
So yeah, pick your poison.
Yeah, that's pretty dirty.
Not as dirty as your secret stash of Christie's loot.
Wow, look at the time. I think we should talk about Mila in Dead or Alive Extreme.
I'm sorry, what?
She started off in Dead or Alive Paradise on the PSP, right?
No. That was out 2 years before DOA 5. Mila wasn't, and sadly still isn't, in a DOA X game, period.
Guess my memory's Rio blurry.
Wait, did you just say Rio?
Huh, I guess I did.
Now that you mention that, Mila does resemble Rio a little bit in DOA Paradise. You don't think? Nah, couldn't be.
Nope, no way. That wraps up our trivia for Mila. If you'd like to know more about the hot-blooded miracle fighter, you'll have to wait until Season 4 of Dead or Alive Lore Explained. A special thanks to Ichiron for helping me through this episode. Plugs will be in the description soon. Mila was not the only one who made a debut on the sequel that revamped the series for a new generation of gamers, though. In the next Minisode, our next fighter takes us out of the bustling streets of the Big Apple to an oil rig in the middle of the Big Ocean.